Welcome to the CE Sponsor Attendance Reporting webinar. I'm Matthew Hughes, a Continuing Education Administrator. We anticipate our webinar today to be about 20 to 30 minutes. One housekeeping note. If you have a question you'd like to ask, please type it into the Q&A text box on the right-hand side of the screen. I will address questions at the end of the presentation. In this session, we will cover the deployment schedule, step-by-step tutorial, access to resource documents, reporting issues, and feedback. We leave plenty of time for questions and answers at the end of the presentation. Our quality partners began using the new reporting tool March 29th. To date, their feedback has been very positive. Here's what they like about the new process. I used the new reporting method yesterday. It was quick and easy, and I prefer this method to the former method of batch reporting. Once we figured out the right template to use, the process was really smooth. I like the immediate feedback. I really like the system, and it's very straightforward and easy to use. It has been really flawless. The only issue we ran into was one error report where we discovered this person did not hold a CFP designation. We would like to be able to delete our exception so it doesn't hang out there forever. In speaking with Matt yesterday, it appears we cannot delete error reports. Any thoughts on this type of issue? Other than that, everything was perfect. Thank you for letting us be one of the first. And just to answer that question right up front, yes, we are working on a solution to deleting exception reports that only have people who do not have a CFP designation. Awesome. I think the real-time processing is the best part of this. Our expectation is that you begin using the tool on April 13th, with full deployment completed by Friday, May 5th. May 5th will be the last day CFP Board will accept attendance reporting through ce-report@cfpboard.org. Let's start our step-by-step tutorial. The process begins easy enough. Log into your CFP Board account. Then click on the link that takes you to your CE sponsor account. Next, click on the CE attendance reporting profile. This is your home page for attendance reporting that will contain all of the information related to any attendance upload. You will be able to view uploaded batches, as well as batches with processing errors. As a reminder, you are required to upload attendance reports for live and self-study courses within 14 days of the individual's completion date. Once you are ready to upload a batch report, click the Upload New Attendance Record to begin the process. Here is an example of the Excel template you will be using. The template has been formatted to ensure minimum errors. Notice that the lines which used to contain the column for sponsor ID and name sections are gone, along with the program name column. When the file is uploaded, the system will first try to make a match based on the CFP Board ID number. If the CFP Board ID number is not valid, the second tier validation kicks in. The system will now try to make a match using the last name and the last four of the SSN. The CFP program ID, completion date, last four of the SSN, or CFP Board ID number and last name are all required fields. The fields not required are the first name and the middle initial. Here are some tips we like to share from our testing. Copy and pasting information can change the formatting of the cell. The cell format for program ID and CFP ID should be in number. The SSN should display as 4 digits only and be formatted as text. This formatting correctly accommodates any last four of the SSN that begins with a 0. Lastly, the date cell must be in short date format. Make sure to remove any/all special characters such as backslashes, exclamation points, and parentheses from all cells besides the date individual completed column. The system will only recognize the first page of the document. Resist using tabs for multiple attendance reports. Each attendance report should be its own document. Please make sure to update and double-check the program ID numbers for your sponsor. To do so, go to the Program Management section of your CE sponsor account. CFP Board ID numbers are a maximum of 6 digits. If an individual gives you an ID number longer than 6 digits, it is not a CFP Board ID number. If you don't have the last 4 of the SSN, along with the CFP Board ID number, you'll need to check with the attendee for the correct CFP ID number. We will be including these tips and others in the document we will share and post to the website. As a basis, it takes a couple of seconds to upload batches of 100 people or less, 2 to 3 minutes to upload 500 people, 4 minutes to upload 1,000 records, and 2,000 individuals can take 6 to 7 minutes to upload. As a reminder, please be careful with copy and pasting, as it changes the formatting of the cell that you paste into. In the template provided, we have locked the formatting of the cells so that data entered can be as accurate as possible. Lastly, when naming files, please give consideration to creating a batch naming convention, whether it be batch_1 or attendance report _3.27.2017. Please make sure that it is consistent across all of your files. As for processing error/fix files, keep the batch number/file name as similar as possible to the original file. Here is an example: batch_1_fix. Now you're ready to upload your file. Once you have finalized and saved the attendance report to your desktop, click Browse to search for the file and upload the saved Excel file. As a note, the system will only let you view Excel files when selecting a file to upload. Next, click Upload New Attendance Batch. If you get a red error message, it almost always means there's a formatting issue in the spreadsheet. Check the formatting of the batch. If there are special characters in cells where there shouldn't be, that may be causing the error. For example, an extra backslash in the date column or a parenthesis after the last name can cause the error. If you can't find any errors on your spreadsheet, log out of your account and back in. This is especially the solution for those of you who report for multiple organizations. This is the attendance batch upload results page. Here you can view the batch ID, which is assigned by the system, the latest upload date, latest file name, and the results of the upload. Matches are certificates with a matched record who receive an email notification that CE has been uploaded into their account. Any errors are also noted here. Processing error files must be completed within 5 business days. If you have names of individuals who are not CFP professionals, please remove them from that record along with any future attendance reports. We will be auditing accounts to make sure batch reports and processing error files are getting uploaded within their respective timelines. Let's talk more about processing errors. To view processing errors, click Download Processing Error Details. For files where no match is found, you will have an immediate access to an error report. The system uses the same Excel formatting, adding the processing error details column. Updates and changes can be made directly to the spreadsheet and immediately uploaded. No formatting changes are required. There are 3 processing errors you may encounter. Attendee not identified. This is the most common, and it references where no match could be made using the CFP Board ID number, or the last 4 of the SSN, and the attendee last name. Next is the invalid CFP program ID. This generally indicates a typo in the field. Check to ensure your program ID numbers are correctly entered. If all else fails, contact us to double check the program from our end. Program completion date outside active window. Programs are active based on the application date. All programs also expire on December 31st. Typically, this error will appear if the completion date is before the application date or after the 12/31 expiration date. First, double check the completion dates, and if they are correct, contact CFP Board at cesponsor@cfpboard.org to initiate a fix to the problem. Once the corrections have been made on the processing error details form, click the Upload Fixes link next to the original batch upload file. Click Browse to find the fix file, and then click Upload Attendance Record. Once the Excel file with the fixes is uploaded, the system will overwrite the original upload date and the file name, as well as show you the new results. In this example, we secured new information from 2 attendees who were not matched, made the fixes on the error report, and successfully uploaded both attendance records. And that's it. It's that simple. Once the batch or fix has been uploaded, the system generates an email to the CFP professional letting him or her know CE has been credited to their account. Like the notification, accounts are credited in real time. There are times when CFP Board will receive a call from a CFP professional asking why no CE has been uploaded to their account. When those inquiries are made, we will follow this protocol. Step 1. Has the certificate verified online that this CE has not been uploaded? If this is a negative, we will walk the certificant through the process of checking their account online. Step 2. If they have checked their account online and it is confirmed that no CE has been uploaded, we will do 2 things. First, check to see if the course was marked as a duplicate. Then second, check to see if there's a correspondence indicating an email was triggered at the time of an upload. If we see an email was triggered, we will request the certificant send their certificate of completion to us and work with you to troubleshoot the issue. If there's no evidence of an upload, we will send them back to the CE sponsor. When the CFP professional contacts you, check your upload and associated error files. If no record is found, ask for the certificate of completion and upload the completion file for the certificate. If the completion is verified on your end and an upload record was found with no errors, please contact us and we will help troubleshoot the issue. Here is how to get to the new attendance reporting instruction page that includes the new template. First, go to cfp.net. Then hover the mouse over the For Education Partners heading. Then click on the Continuing Education Providers tab. Next, click on Resources for CE Sponsors, then click on Attendance Reporting. All the details you need are on this page, including access to the new template, as well as step-by-step instructions and a list of frequently asked questions. If you run into any issues with the batch reporting process, please email cereport@cfpboard.org or feel free to call me at 202-379-2221. Now we'll answer your questions.
So the first question, Matt, is from Kara, and actually it's from Linda. Will we have access to the PowerPoint slides to reference?
Yes, so we will be sending out the PowerPoint slides along with there is an attendance reporting guide on that same page that we showed you previously, the attendance reporting instructions page. And there will also be a recording of this webinar on cfp.net as well.
From Amy, what happens if you report CE longer than 14 days from the completion date?
So it'll still get uploaded with no issue. It'll just be a matter of when I'm auditing the account to see how long it's been since you uploaded. Obviously, with some cases, if it's like a 1,000-person conference, it may be difficult to meet that 14-day requirement, and we do understand that. But please just try to get them in as soon as possible.
From Michael, will a recording of this event be posted anywhere?
Yes, it will be posted online on cfp.net.
From Lisa, both the CFP registrant ID and last four the SSN are required, or can we only submit one or the other?
So you could submit both. Both is obviously ideal. In order to get a match with the SSN, we also need the SSN to match with the last name. For the CFP ID number, as long as we have that, then it'll match to an account.
From Amanda, do we need to continue our batch numbers as we have in the old format?
So the new attendance reporting system will automatically create a batch ID, and you can just go from there. And it'll most likely pick up where you left off.
From Christine, when recording the attendees on the Excel spreadsheet, again, do we need both the SSN and the CFP ID?
No, you don't. You need the CFP Board ID or the last name and the SSN.
From Cindy, if you get an error on 2 out of 10 attendees, will the 8 that were correct be processed?
Yes. So everything that says matched will be processed, and that CFP certificate or that CFP professional will get an email saying that that course has been processed in their account.
From Lisa, are CFP certificates from the provider still required? And I'm assuming Lisa is referring to certificates of completion.
Yes, they are still required. Because if something does get uploaded incorrectly, then that certificate of completion will allow us to check not only if they actually completed the course, but then check their account as well.
From Jessica, when you upload a list of records with, say, 10 participants, instantly you receive notification that 8 of them have been approved. They are good to go. But 2 of the participants were not found. After talking to the participants and getting their CFP IDs, we upload the corrections again, but only the corrected lines, correct?
So when you download the processing error details file, it'll only have those 2 invalid attendees. So if those 10 attendees were not identified, you can download that processing error file or fix file and just make the edits on there, because it'll be just those 2 individuals. Then you can re-upload it on the same batch ID by clicking the Upload Fixes button.
From Susan, do we have access to get the CFP ID if they don't provide one?
So you'll still be able to upload them using the last 4 of the SSN, but if they're not able to provide you either, we recommend that you get in contact, or that the individual gets in contact with us to make sure that they know how to check what their CFP ID number is. I would also recommend on the registration for your events, you make the CFP ID number a required field so that they have to give it to you, and then it makes attendance reporting a lot easier.
From Vicki, is that 14 business days or 14 days?
14 days, so 2 weeks.
From Lori, how will we know if someone we are submitting has attended is a duplicate? Will there be an error provided?
So they'll still process and be marked as a match, but let's say the individual took the same course twice, so their reporting period lasts from 2015 to 2017, and they took it in 2015, 2016, and 2017. It'll get marked as a duplicate within their reporting period. If it's been uploaded incorrectly, the certificate will need to get in contact with either us or the sponsor and have to get that rectified, because it is possible that a sponsor may upload the wrong course or a system may not catch the duplicate.
From Brian, will you provide the Excel template?
Yes, it is actually available now on that attendance reporting page on cfp.net.
From Monica, let's see. From Dennis, are there any plans for a programmatic interface for attendance reporting?
So it'll automatically be an upload. So when you log into your account, you'll be able to upload it automatically using the new attendance reporting tool.
From Jonathan, is it proper understanding that if there is an error message, that those included on the original report without a triggered error would not be reported until the error has been resolved?
So if one of those red error messages does pop up, that means the batch or attendance report has not been processed at all. So you'll have to fix that error first before you're able to upload it and get all the individuals on that report credit.
So Mike asks a very similar question. Is there a way to automate this process, or can it only be uploaded manually?
So you'll need to upload it manually through your account.
And Sheena asks, will we ever have access to a list of professionals that have been successfully submitted for each batch?
So your attendance report actually becomes that list. So everyone that's processed will be from the batch that you submitted. And for those that have processing error details, you can just remove them from your original batch if you just want solely a full list of people that have been processed.
From Beth, is there a specific version of Excel that you need to use?
No, as long as the file itself isn't in just a general Excel workbook format, it doesn't matter. We accept both 97, 2003, and up to the most recent.
From Kyle, do we need individual CFP accounts for staff, or should we use one account for our association to upload?
So you'll only be able to have one account that will be able to access the CE sponsor account. So you'll need to share the information to that account if you want multiple people uploading attendance reports.
And Natalie asks a follow-up question to that. Are multiple people able to be logged into the same account and uploading batches at the same time?
No, only one person will be able to do that at a given time.
From Krista, when we upload the batch with fixes, do we leave all the original correct information on the spreadsheet and just make our fixes and upload to the new file names?
So when you upload fixes, it'll just be the individuals that you get from the processing error details file. You don't need to upload the entire original file again. Just upload just the individuals that you needed to fix.
From Lauren, if we are not the CE sponsor of a particular event, but the course is already registered by another CE sponsor, our assumption is that the question you're asking is whether or not you'll be able to upload it on the sponsor's behalf, or if the sponsor will have to upload it on your behalf.
So the sponsor will have to upload it on the event holder's behalf because that program is registered under, let's say, your sponsor, but another organization is using it. You will need to upload the attendee list or the attendance report through your account because you're the sponsor of that program.
Jessica asks, where do you upload the corrected lines?
So on that attendance report summary page, next to every batch that had errors, you'll see an Upload Fixes button, and you can just upload it straight through there.
Jonathan asks about expired programs. So if the error is valid, as in the program has expired, is there still any action that needs to be required?
So in order to get that individual credit, if the program has expired, you'll need to get in contact with us so that we can make that program active. If you choose not to do that, or if you've uploaded an expired program instead of the active version of that, then just please feel free to get in contact with us. Also, check the program management section of your CE sponsor account just to make sure that you know what the ID number is of the program that you're uploading.
So from Sarah, will the provider receive an email notification when the batch is approved?
You will not, because you'll be able to view the attendance report summary page at any time you access your account.
From Christina, if someone is not a CFP professional and erroneously gives us a different number and therefore the error message is generated, can you confirm that all I need to do is remove them from the batch?
Yeah, if you keep getting an error message about a certain individual who is not a CFP, just remove them from the batch and then just re-upload it. It's that simple.
What if those errors are not CFPs? Can we erase them on the error report?
So on the error report, let's say there's 5 individuals and 4 of them aren't CFPs and one of them just gave incorrect information. Fix the one, delete the others, and then upload the one as a fix, and then you'll be good.
From Susan, can you still include multiple program IDs under one batch?
Yes, so it'll work the same way as the old template in the sense that if you're trying to upload multiple programs, just put them right in the rows below. So it'll just be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, January 1st completion date for Matthew Hughes. Then next row down it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, January 2nd completion date for Matthew Hughes, so on and so forth.
From James, how do we get the Excel template?
So it's available under the attendance reporting page under the CE sponsor resources on cfp.net.
From Rita, if we got an attendee, not identified error, and then after checking with the attendee, we realized the person did not have a valid CFP ID, do we simply let it be?
Assuming that that person is not a CFP professional, yes, just leave it be as is. If they gave you a or did not give you a valid CFP ID, please follow up to see if they are a CFP professional. As it is in certain cases, they give their insurance number or their CPA license number. So just confirm that they are not a CFP professional before you just leave it as is.
From John, can you put the link to the CE Sponsor Resources page on the Report Program Attendee List page and vice versa? It's confusing to get from one page to the other.
So yes, that's something that we can do.
Question from Mike. Will the tool accept CSV files when the necessary headers and user values?
No, it'll only be Excel, so XLSX or XLS.
From Rhonda, what if an attendee wants to report their own hours? Or does the sponsor have to do this for the attendee to get the credit?
So the individual can self-report their hours with no issue. Just as a reminder, you are required to upload these registered courses within 14 days of their completion date.
From Amy, can we start uploading now, or do we have to wait until the 13th?
You can start uploading now.
From Maggie, where on the website will this PowerPoint be?
It'll be in the attendance reporting section of the CE Sponsor Resources page, and that'll just be through the 4 education partners and then continuing education providers.
From Heidi, what happens if 2 people from our organization log into our CFP account at one time?
So one person will probably get kicked out. So please try to limit the account to access to one person at a time.
From Mike Harris, and if you don't mind, Matt, I think I'll tackle this one. Mm-hmm. Mike is asking about having the discussion about whether or not API uploads will be possible in the future. It's definitely something that we've discussed with our IT team, and it is on our project list. Probably won't happen in 2017, but might in fact happen closer to the latter part of 2018, early 19. From Carol, will approved CFP ethics providers also be held to the 14-day timeline? I think they used to be 28.
Yes, all sponsors will be held to the 14-day timeline.
From Stephanie, any plans for an attendance certificate automatically be populated for each attendee and available for sponsors or the attendee to download?
So when you upload the batch, you'll get records that everything processed, and the individual will get an email as well. As for the certificate, that's something that you'll need to provide to the individual.
From Alberta, can we add a professional at a later date for any event the association did not have the professional's information for when the full batch was uploaded?
Yeah, of course. Just upload it as a new batch.
And we'll go ahead and take 2 more questions, and then we had a request to run through the process one more time, which we'll be happy to do. From Ruth, can CFPs still self-report?
Yes, and as a reminder, you are still required to report within 14 days.
From Jessica, with the fixed process error list, will it be available immediately and approved immediately, like the original list of participants?
So once you upload the original list, the error files become available. Once you fix the error files and upload that as fixes, it's the same process, basically. It just re-uploads it with the same batch ID.
From Alexandra, previously we could submit attendance if it was within 1 year of program completion. Can you explain the change to 14 days?
So we'll still accept old attendance. So for example, if you held a conference back in August of 2016 and the individual gives you a call and just be like, hey, where are my credits? You can still upload them in a new batch today. The 14-day requirement is if you have the information and just to get it in from the individual's completion date as soon as possible. We do understand that some certificates don't provide the information in that time frame, so it mostly comes down to get it in as soon as you're able to.
We're going to go ahead and reverse our slides and just walk through the 5-step process one more time. And again, all of this information we will send to you in a link along with the slides so that you can follow along. Matt, for step 1?
So first, log into your CE sponsor account and then click on the CE sponsor account tab. Then click the CE attendance reporting profile. Next, click the upload a new attendance record to begin the process. Click Browse to upload the saved Excel file with the batch reporting information. Then, once you have the file, click Upload New Attendance Batch when the file has been uploaded. Now you can view your results. Any matches or CFP professionals that will immediately receive an email notifying that the CE has been uploaded to their account. And if there are processing errors, you can click the Download Processing Error Details to get that file. We want to thank you for participating in this webinar. And within a day or two, you will receive a thank you email that will include the link to access a quick evaluation form. If you could please take a few minutes to complete the evaluation, we would greatly appreciate it, your feedback. Oh, we thank you in advance for taking those few minutes to give us your thoughts on the value of these webinars. This concludes the webinar.